24 of the game's most accomplished champions and emerging superstars joining together as the best of the best from the United States take on the top international players outside of Europe.
100 days to the President's
Hard to
Cup,
believe.
which means our main man, Matt Kamienski, is going to be, continuing to sleep less and less. So I'm assuming that he's just gone over to the US for some R&R. No, he's not.
No, he's not here. He's in Ohio for the Bridgestone Invitational, the World Golf Championship event at Firestone. Good evening to you, Matt, over there in the States.
Good day to you, Mark. Good day to you, Cameron.
Hey, I like it.
Good day, mate.
Some of us have
How
the
many
life,
times
Matt?
do I get that over here? I tell you what, I get that every time I talk to anybody here. It's like, good day, mate. Good day, mate.
Now, you've been down.
Everybody.
You've been in Australia for the last, I think, about 18 months, and you get a little trip back to the States to organise the media and invite them down for the President's Cup. What's the first bit of food you hooked into when you got back in the States?
My first bit of food?
Yeah, was it a pizza? A hamburger?
It was a sauerkraut ball. No, I'm just kidding. No, it was a hamburger at Swenson's, this place in Akron. Good place.
All right.
At a Galley Boy.
Nice.
Good stuff.
I like it.
Well, people ever in Akron, you can get into it. Hey, I want to ask you, Matt, obviously it's getting bigger and bigger here in Australia with the talk of plenty of players coming down to play the tournaments either side of the President's Cup. Is it gaining, and I'm talking the President's Cup, is it gaining the attention in the US?
Absolutely. People are talking about it. It's, guys are fighting to make the team. You look at the standings from the U.S. side, anybody in the top 30 can make the team if they play well over the next 6-7 weeks.
Yeah,
they've got a lot of money to be earned, a lot of points to be earned. So, it's people want to make the team. They want to play in Australia.
And Luke Camo, he almost asked that flippantly. I mean, it's not. People really are starting to be very excited about this tournament, and we all knew it was going to happen. That's why we've got you on every single week to talk about it on the Clubhouse. But it is fascinating now, particularly at the business end of the US Tour season, where most of the best players in the world are playing, and certainly all the internationals are playing. 2 tournaments, and then basically the FedEx Cup starts. It is the business end and the most exciting end of golf season right now, and you're over there in the middle of it. Is it everything you expected it to be? I mean, the crowds obviously at Firestone will be magnificent.
No, they'll be huge. I mean, that's it. Tiger's back. He's playing at Firestone. It's his first week back from being off for 12.
Yep.
So, that's driving it. And, people have always here in Akron, turned out and come to the event. And Firestone's a great venue. Players love it. It's always in great condition. Every time I come here, the rules officials every year say it's the best it's ever been. So, it just keeps getting better, which is unbelievable. But, it's the fever's great here. People are getting ready for the last major of the season next week.
Yep.
And then it's on to the FedEx Cups, after you play Wyndham and stuff. So it's, it's getting to the pointy end of it, and it's going to be great. We're right in the middle of our TV negotiations so that's kind of going on as well, right in the midst of this.
Yep.
So there's a lot of things happening in the golf world.
Tell me this, Matt. We all want to know, can Tiger Woods make Fred Couples' life easy and make the team with only 2 tournaments before the FedEx Cup? Can he actually do it mathematically?
Absolutely. If Tiger was to win this week, he would get 2.8 million points, and it would jump him in the top 10 on the President's Cup standings. So, and I wouldn't put it past him. A guy that has won at Firestone 7 times. First 3 times in a row here, and then it went to Holly, and then he came back and won another 3 times. So, he's unbelievable when it comes to playing at this golf course. So
it wouldn't surprise anyone, would it? It would not surprise anybody if he won this week.
I think it would surprise a lot of people, but they could rationalize it and say, well, yeah, it's Firestone. It's just, and it's Tiger. And then everybody would start to be believers again, in a sense, I think. But, he's this is a place that he's comfortable at. He it fits his own, and he plays well. So we'll see what happens. But mathematically, he can definitely still make the top 10.
Hey, Matt,
and that's what his goal is, what he said in his transcript. So.
Matt, you're over there with all the media, and they'll be getting excited because I'm sure that they're all coming down here as well. They're looking forward to getting to Australia and seeing not only the great golf, but the sights.
I'm at the dinner tonight with a group of guys that are coming down. There's about 8 of them here. There's many more that are coming, but Bob Herrick, Steve Owing, Rob Luketic, all these guys are coming down, so we're pretty excited about it, and they're excited about it. Excited to get to Australia, but I think they're going to make it a couple-week journey too. They're trying to push to come to the Australian Open and then to the President's Cup, and that makes it, with Tiger going to both, or not going to both, going to Australian Open for sure, and then hopefully making the President's Cup team and being part of it. I think they're going to do it. So.
Matt,
they're excited.
Matt, we got a bit of news this week on Melbourne radio it was second-hand news, but the man who caddies for Robert Allenby, who's just got back to our shores, Robert's got 2 caddies at the moment, but he mixes with all the players, and he told us that Ricky Fowler has said that if he makes the President's Cup team, then he's definitely going to play as many tournaments as he possibly can down here in Australia. That's brilliant. I mean, we're all just doing cartwheels here in Australia when we hear stuff like that. It hasn't been confirmed, but that's the sort of stuff that we're hearing. What are you hearing over there? I mean, so far the Australian Open, we've got Dustin Johnson, Bubba Watson, Tiger Woods, Greg Norman. Do you think many of the other players, it'll be a simple matter of getting on that team and then them playing in our summer of golf? Will it be as simple as that?
I think so. It's all these guys I think want to make the most of their journey down there, and if they have the opportunity to play the week before or the week after, I think they'll do it. So, and in talking to some of them here, that's kind of they want to make the President's Cup team, and then they're going to see what happens after that if they can get into the field. And I know that the PGA and the Australian Open have to do some things to get some other people into the field if that does happen. So people that they may not have already been talking to. So. But I'm sure they're talking to a lot of those guys, and I would have to imagine that they're talking to quite a few of them that have a possibility of making the team. So, anyway, I think these guys would like to come down and make the most of their trip. To journey that far and play more than just the one event.
When are you back in the country, Matt?
I'm back on Wednesday week, so I leave Monday of next week.
And what's the first thing you need to do when you get back into the country? Have you picked up anything, any little things over while you've been in the US that you have to do over here or add here, or things you might have missed?
No. We're actually had some good meetings with the commissioner and my bosses here during this week, and just kind of talking through where we are in Australia, and that we're comfortable with where we sit, and we got a little ways to go, and we're going to just push and just getting things sorted to sell this thing out as we talked before. So just get people get excited about this event. The closer and closer it gets, and once those teams are announced, it's really getting that word out there and that message out there as we do every week here. So. Always
good news when the boss thinks you're doing a good job, Matt, and we know you're doing a good job, and we see you on a weekly basis. So it's excellent news. We're getting excited.
Thanks,
100 days, and we look forward to having you back in the Clubhouse studio next week.
I look forward to being there. Thanks, Cam. Thanks, Mark.
No worries, man. Don't eat too many more hamburgers. I want you to fit into those beautiful, nice suits that you've been wearing.
Yeah.
I think we're doing something right down there, though, in Australia, because everybody says I've lost weight, I look good, and everything like that.
Oh,
so
that's nice.
That's good. I feel better about it. So, I'm eating some good food.
That's what we do, Matt.
Have a good time.
All right, guys. I appreciate it. Talk to you soon.
The road to the President's Cup starts here at the Clubhouse. 100 days to go.
History will be made at Royal Melbourne. Don't miss your chance to be a part of it.